Yeah, I thought the worst. What does that say about us as people?
You're jaded. I'm looking for the trauma.
Hey everyone, I want to welcome you to our channel. This is Jib Jab in the Queer Lab, where we read Reddit stories that revolve around relationships and dating stories. My name is Kai, and this is my co-host over here, Case.
Hi.
All right, so this one is from Best of Redditor Updates, and this one is titled, I had the best first date, then he deleted his account.
That would drive me up a wall. Like, just read it, because I'm already fuming.
I, 27 female, had the most amazing date of my life last night in the 2 years I've started looking since being divorced. We were meeting at a Thai food restaurant. He showed up with a bouquet of flowers. No one has ever done that for me. I was so shocked, and it was so touching. The conversation was smooth and enjoyable. We both couldn't stop smiling. When we finished dinner, he asked if I would want to go and get ice cream. We were both sober, so drinks were out of the question, but neither of us wanted to say goodbye yet.
Aww.
We got ice cream at a local shop and then sat in my car listening to our favorite songs. We stayed there for 3 hours in the parking lot until midnight after they closed. We kissed and hugged a lot. It felt very natural. He gave me the best compliment and said he feels like I am a very sweet human being and can tell that I am a genuine and caring person. That compliment stood out to me since anyone can comment on looks, but it takes someone who is more invested to acknowledge parts of my personality. He asked to see me again on Friday, but then followed up by asking if he could see me today instead. I said absolutely. This morning I had a notification on my dating app, so I opened it and saw that he had deleted his profile. I don't want to overthink or read into things, but is that typical? Should I ask about it or wait to see if he says something?
Alright, I mean, this can go two ways. Either he's married and he was just having a good time and he's a psycho, or maybe he really likes her and he deleted his profile because now he's like, I don't need anybody else. Sometimes some things are just too good to be true, and I hate to say that, but...
So we have an update. So it says, the guy deleted his online dating account afterward, and I was looking for opinions. I ended up removing the post because I was getting some comments telling me that he was going to ghost me and that it was a red flag. I got anxious and annoyed because we had a second date plan, and that was just not true. It will not let me comment on the old post, so I'm sharing on a new one because people keep asking for an update. Yesterday he picked me up since he lives close by. We went and got coffees and walked at a local trail until it got dark. I invited him back to my place because I had baked a homemade bread and wanted him to try it. He ended up telling me that he deleted his profile because he really wants to focus on me and feels hopeful about us. He says he understands that there's a chance it might not work out, but he doesn't want any distractions and want it to be respectful. We had a wonderful time together and ended up falling asleep on the couch watching movies. He invited me to come to his house on Friday, where he will cook me dinner. After 2 years of terrible first dates, I'm very optimistic. I know people told me to watch out for love bombing, but I've been in therapy for 3 years for an old abusive relationship, and it really doesn't feel like that to me. Sometimes it's okay to be vulnerable and intentional. I think this guy is a very big green flag.
Hey, I mean, good for them. Like, this went a different way, so I'm happy about that. Because
I thought he was deleting it because he was about to ghost her.
Yeah, I 1000% was like, this guy's married, and he's just like a habitual offender. See, like, when you know, right? Like, that's the point of, I think, like, online dating. Like, you shouldn't have to date 50 million people or go on 50 million dates to find somebody. Like, if you vibe and you mesh, not saying the first one every time, but if you had a really good date, give it a go.
I know when I met my partner online, I think we were dating for about a month when we both agreed to delete our dating profiles.
I think that's a good amount of time. I mean, if you are actively looking for something that is real and not just another hookup, then, like, there should be no question about it. If you're feeling that person, then, delete it. You can always reactivate, I'm sure, if something goes, you know, the wrong way, but
Yeah, you can. And you know, what's funny is that when I started talking to them, I was really vibing with them a lot. And like I wasn't even on the dating sites that much after like a week of like talking to them. Like I would check it like once a week, but then after about a week or two, I like
outside, out of
never
mind.
yeah, I never went back on them, and I was like, yeah, I can just delete this because I don't need this anymore. Like, and I was talking to other people while I was talking to them. Like I was talking to like at least a handful of other people,
Right.
and literally the conversations with those other people just dwindled into nothing. And then I literally just stopped talking to them.
That's usually how it goes. I mean, when I was like, you know, online dating, I don't know, like I'd be talking to like 5 or 6 different people. And eventually you start kind of like eliminating them, like a process of elimination. It's just like, all right, this conversation's kind of dull. This person doesn't have the same views that I do. This person is on a different like journey. Eventually you find somebody that you're, you know, you vibe with and you go from there. So good for you guys. Good for this person.
I'm glad to read. I wanted to throw in a Reddit story with a happy ending with all of the crazy Reddit stories that we usually post.
And that they're not related.
Yes, they're not.
love
Not
them.
yet. We don't know that yet.
Not, yeah, yeah. We'll come back in 2 weeks and all of a sudden they're cousins, but whatever. Nothing more you can say on that. I think that, like, he seems like a stand-up guy. He doesn't seem like he's leading her on at this point, so good for her not, like, just freaking out, because I definitely thought, you know.
I thought she
The
was
worst
gonna get
ever.
ghosted. Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought the
like-
worst. What does that say about us as people?
They're jaded. I'm looking for the trauma.
Like automatically our minds just go to the worst possible place. Like, oh my god, she's getting ghosted. Oh my god, he's married. Oh my god, she's his brother. What does that say about us? Yeah, the trauma. Yeah.
Trauma. We are jaded and it is trauma. Like, we're just looking for the worst in people, but I'm glad that there's some really good people still out there and they're doing the right thing.
Yeah, it was a good story.
I like that one.
All right, everyone. I want to thank you for stopping by our channel, checking out our video. Go ahead and give us a like and subscribe, and we hope to catch you guys again in the next one. Bye.